Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Watch Me Work video on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to go from these fall nails and do a Halloween set for you guys. And at the time of filming, I had no idea what I was going to do. So if you're curious to see what I come up with, just keep on watching. Okay, so in the back of my mind, I had a bunch of products already in my collection that I wanted to use for a Halloween set. So I thought I would sketch my hand and just sort of jot down what design I wanted on what finger. And as I'm looking at this chicken scratch on a piece of paper, I am wondering how I'm going to translate this onto 10 fingernails. But let's get started. So I wanted to incorporate the ghost nails that I learned how to do from Natasha Harton. She was doing a live, so I thought I wanted to do a bunch of cute little ghosts on my middle finger. You know, middle finger, that way if someone aggravates me, I can just flip them the ghosts. Okay, bad joke. So the products I wanted to incorporate in this design is Trunk Full of Love from Light Elegance. And yes, I'm excited to use Trunk Full of Love. Wildflowers Flare Reflective Gel, and this is Blackbird. I've got Snake Bite from Glitter Mix Canada, which has some really pretty purple and black colors in the glitter mix, and Spooked and Rise from Fusion. And Spooked is from last year's Halloween collection. And I've used Spooked before. It is a gorgeous sparkly glitter gel. So I wanted to incorporate that in a design, and also Fall in Love, a Moira stamping plate that I showcased in my fall nail art haul. And I want to use some of these Halloween images. So I'm going to show you as much as possible. Some filing will be done off camera, some will be done on camera, and I'm going to show as much of the right hand as I can as well. So right now I'm just pushing the cuticles back, and then I'm going to go in with my e-file, and this is a bit that I use for debulking, and I usually turn it up to about 25,000 RPM. If I'm doing my left hand, I have a left-handed bit, and I will turn that down to about 23,000 RPMs, not 100,000. So this is just taking off the design, and I'm not going to take all the product off because I like the shape. I'm just going to make the shape a little bit more pointier, and I'm going to do a fill. So just sit back and enjoy this product. Next, I'm going to go in with a median zebra arbor band, and I turn my e-file up to about 10,000 RPMs, and I just go in to get rid of any product, like colored product that is left on the nail, and any lifting if there is any. So next I'm going to go in with this new bit that I got from Canada Nail Supplies. I featured it in my video last week, and I'm just going around to kind of push the cuticles back and get any of the dry skin that's off in the sidewalls and near the cuticle as well. This is an amazing bit. It's a fine grit, so I'm not harming myself, but you can see that I am getting rid of a lot of dead skin, a lot of dead dried up cuticles, because I don't use cuticle oil like I'm supposed to. Yeah. I also want to quickly mention that when I am working on my right hand, which is my dominant hand, I've got both wrists on my desk as a support, so it makes it easier for me to do any filing. Next, I'm going in with this tiny diamond moon bit that I featured in last week's video as well. I love this bit. This just exfoliates any extra dead skin that the previous bit couldn't do, and it really helps to get rid of any calluses, any hangnails, anything like that that you don't want on your nails. And I do a little extra work on my middle finger here because I do get a callus right on my cuticle, being right-handed. So after I'm done all 10 nails, I will wipe all the dust away, and then I will go in with I call this a scrubby brush, and I've got isopropyl alcohol on the brush, and I'm just getting rid of all the dust that's in the crevices and in the sidewalls and even underneath the nail. Okay, and after all the dust has been wiped off, I will go in with my O&L primer, and I'm just putting it on the natural nail itself. Then I will take tack from Light Elegance, and this is my bonder, and I will put it on all 10 nails, and I will cure for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. Now I'm going in with Ideal Pink Builder using my Fusion brush. I love this brush for applying builder gels, and I'm just going to do a fill. So I don't really need to do much shaping. I'm just putting enough product on to fill in the growth. And depending on how warm or cool it is in my studio, with this builder gel, I can do 2 or 3 nails at a time, but sometimes I will do a flash cure in between, and then when I have all the product on, I will do a full cure, and I will actually cure for a full minute with this color because it does have color in it and it is quite pigmented. I want to make sure that it is cured all the way through. Then after a full cure, I will wipe the dispersion layer off, and I will just do some basic filing with a hand file just to shape it up a little bit. I want to make sure that I make these nails a little bit pointier because they are more of that rounded almond, but I want a pointy shape because it is Halloween, and I think pointy nails look spooky for Halloween. Okay, after I finished shaping, I'm going in with this is a Young Nails safety bit, and it's for left-handed people. And I use this bit on my right hand. And what I'm doing is, as I mentioned earlier, I'm placing my wrists on my desk, and I'm able to have a lot of control using my e-file by having both wrists on the desk as a support. So I'm just going around, just smoothing out any dips and valleys and making sure that it's nice and smooth, ready for color application. And here I've switched out to use my eNail Couture safety bit, and you can get that from enailcouture.ca or .com. This is my absolute favorite bit of all time. I will not be without this bit ever. So again, I'm doing the same thing, but on my left hand. Next step, if I don't need to do any finish filing, I will use my sponge buffer, as you can see here, and just smoothing everything out, and that makes it easier when I do apply any kind of color gels or gel polishes. After cleansing my nails and getting rid of all the dust with alcohol, I'm going in with Spooked, and I'm going to put Spooked on my pinky finger and my index finger. And I also put it on my thumb, but I made a mistake. I didn't want to put it on my thumb, but when I realized I didn't want it on my thumb, it was already cured. So you will see that coming up. This is a gorgeous color. It is blues and purples, and there's like a red or pink, like a deep magenta pink or red undertone to it. This is gorgeous. And as you can see here, yeah, I am doing my thumb. I didn't mean to do my thumb, but I obviously wasn't paying attention to my chicken scratch picture that I drew out for myself. Yeah, it was one of those days. So after I get a thin layer on, I am going to cure for 1 minute in my LED lamp, and now I'm going in and putting on a second thin layer. Next, I'm going in with Wildflowers Flare Reflective Gel, and this is Blackbird. If you don't have this reflective gel, you can use a black gel polish like Ugly Duckling, and then put number 13 over top, and you kind of get that same effect minus the high reflectiveness. Now, what you guys aren't seeing with this reflective gel is that there's red flecks of glitter in here, and the camera is just really picking up on the silver reflectiveness. Then I'm going to take Rise from Fusion, and I'm just putting it on the tip of the index finger, and then I'm going to ombre it down into Spooked. Okay, when I'm happy with the ombre, then I'm going to flash cure, and then I'm going to go back in with Spooked and ombre it back up to about halfway. Then I will do a flash cure again, and I'm going to go in with none other than Trunk Full of Love from Light Elegance. Remember this glitter gel that I was struggling with when I did the fall review? You guys, I absolutely love this glitter gel. Now I'm just applying it very thinly, and you're going to see me do 3 thin layers. I am curing for 30 seconds in between each layer, and I don't want to bulk out the nail, so that's why I am putting it on in thin layers. I am going to be adding a bit of glitter to this nail and also some stamping, so I wanted this nail to be as thin as possible. Next, I'm going in with my second layer of Blackbird from Wildflowers, and I'm putting it on my thumb. Yes, this is the color I wanted on my thumb and my middle finger. And then I'm going to do a full cure for 30 to 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to add these spooky trees to my ring finger. I forgot what finger I was putting this on. And I did have a little bit of difficulty transferring the image onto this nail because I don't have a top coat on. I like to stamp on top of a top coat, but again, I don't want the nail to bulk out. So I just went in and I put this image on twice, and it didn't really matter if I lined up the branches perfectly because they're spooky trees. They aren't supposed to be perfect. So this image is a cobweb with a spider, and I decided to put that on my thumb. Now you can't see it very well because the camera is picking up on the silver. Seriously, the reflective gel from Wildflowers is more black than it is silver. Okay, next I'm taking Cool Gel and I'm just putting a slip layer down because I am adding some glitters from Glitter Mix Canada, and this is Snakebite. I'm gonna add a bat. I could have hand painted the bat, but I really wanted to use the bat that was in the glitter. And then putting these really pretty purple iridescent round dot glitters on here, kind of to tie in the purple in the spooked glitter gel. And then when I get the pieces of glitter where I want them, I will do a full cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in with Cool Gel again, and I'm encapsulating the glitter. So after I build my apex where I want it, I'm going to flash cure for about 10 to 15 seconds. And I'm going in and I'm actually going to encapsulate the sparkles, but you don't need to, but I decided to do an encapsulation because my apex wasn't built up high enough and I needed a little bit more strength. So I'm really glad I did decide to encapsulate the glitter gel because it just made that blue glitter in Spooked just pop. And after a flash cure for my pinky, I'm going in to do the same technique on my index finger. Now, Rise is a little bit of a chunkier glitter. However, you can put it on top of a finished filed nail. But because I liked how the glitters were just magnified through the clear gel, I wanted to be consistent. And also, I did need to build up my apex on the pointer finger and the pinky. Then I will do a full cure for 30 seconds. Okay, now it's time for some ghosts, and I'm using primary white gel paints from Light Elegance and just creating some ghosts on the middle finger only. So I'm just going to let you sit back and watch how I do this. But before I do that, I did want to give a shout out to Natasha Harton from Ugly Duckling Nails. She was doing a live video on how to do a happy ghost, a fun, cute ghost. And I stumbled upon her live video and watched it, and it was so easy. She's such an amazing instructor that I wanted to incorporate what I had learned and put it on my own Halloween nails. I know I said I was going to let you sit back and watch this process, but I keep thinking of things to tell you guys. I'm using my Detailer 2 brush from Ugly Duckling to pull the gel paints through, and I'm just using a regular generic dotting tool to start out with to do the head of the ghost. And after I get all the ghosts where I want them, I will do a full cure for 1 minute. Next, I'm going to go in with primary black gel paints from Light Elegance, using a dotting tool for the eyes and the Detailer 2 brush to do the mouth. And I will do another full cure of 1 minute after I get the faces painted on all the ghosts. And as a last minute idea, I thought I would take number 26 color gel from Ugly Duckling and just kind of go over the cobweb on my thumb. It just wasn't bold enough for me, and it turned out way better. And you guys actually aren't seeing, I know it looks like a whole bunch of silver and gray on this nail and you're not really able to see the design of the cobweb at all, but when the camera lights aren't on, you definitely see that silver cobweb and the spider, and it is quite cute. And when I'm finished with the outline, I'm going to cure for a full minute. And lastly, it's time to top coat. So on all the hard gel, which is the pinky, the ring finger, and the index finger, I'm going to put super shiny on, and then the middle finger and thumb, I'm putting the Wildflowers top coat gel on. And I will cure for 1 full minute in my LED lamp. Now, I could have used the Wildflowers top coat gel or the Light Elegance P Plus top coat and use that as the top coat on all my nails, but I really like the super shiny when I'm using hard gels. It's so durable, it doesn't scratch, and it is super shiny, hence the name. And I don't put it on top of gel polish because I'm not too sure if it will crack the gel polish or not. And lastly, I will go in with some cuticle oil and put some hydration back into those dry cuticles. And when I am putting cuticle oil on, I make sure to not only do the cuticles and sidewalls, but underneath the nail as well. And there you go, an easy Halloween nail tutorial, something that you guys can do at home. And just a close-up of these nails, I think they turned out so cute. I wasn't too sure exactly how these were going to turn out or what I was going to do, even with my chicken scratch drawing that I did, but I'm quite happy with these. So if you have any comments or questions, please comment them down below and I will do my best to answer them as soon as I can. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at auralitenails. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, that like button, comment. That really helps my channel to grow. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this fun little nail art Halloween tutorial, and we will see you all next week. Bye guys.
Thanks for watching.